Hey, good evening, traders. This is Jeff from Zen Trader. I've got a lot of charts to go over, so this is going to be a 2-video night. I don't want to rush through this, but before I get started into the charts that I want to talk about, if you're long, just remember this too will pass. We've been here before. Unfortunately, a little bit too soon for some. And what I wanted to say was kind of like what I'm doing in terms of am I looking for bargains right now? Because I did cover yesterday, unfortunately. Missed a pretty nice move today, but that's the way it goes, right? You're never going to catch the bottom. And I don't have a really, really good method for buying capitulation. It's one of those things I've, tried to do some back testing. I've tried to create different strategies, and it just seems like no two capitulations look alike. And while there are a lot of signs that today could be a capitulation because we're really oversold, or how these things, they gain momentum, and we could be down. So let's say you bought today, or let's say you buy at the open tomorrow, we could be down another 5 or 6%. So it's really hard to really push your chips all in and buy these massive moves, because these massive moves beget more massive moves sometimes. And only in hindsight do we go back and look at the charts and say, I should have backed the truck up. Next time we're in that scenario, I'm gonna, back the truck up and just go so long, and I'm gonna make so much money. But it's really difficult to buy into that capitulation, because they always look different. They always try to fool you. And for me, I'm building a watch list, and I'll show you some of the stocks as this video goes on that I'm looking at, but I won't be buying them for a while, at least until my timing signal turns around. And yes, I'll miss some of that move, but I won't have to go through this scary type thing. I was able to watch today from a fairly detached state. It was like a movie playing out. I joked on Twitter that I'm getting the popcorn ready. So yeah, and what we did see today, there was really nowhere to hide. Let's see here. Let me go to the next chart. Okay. So, you don't see this very often. I mean, take away this move. This was a big move. And I mean, this is just ridiculous. Volume, quite large. I don't know where it stands historically. I don't need to know. The McClellan oscillator is basically saying that we're going to have more lows because we don't have a positive divergence here. It's very heavy selling, and it's my guess that we're going to see some more. One thing that's really off the hook here is the NASDAQ down volume. I have another source. It doesn't update until later, so I'll have the exact percentage later on, and I'll probably put on Twitter what the downside volume is, but I'm sure it's going to be very, very significant. We did break through this channel, and it's unlikely that we're just going to bounce right back up. This is probably going to be the start of a pretty difficult time in the markets. Here we've got the NASDAQ 100 percentage of stocks above the 50-day moving average, and it's funny because I drew this zigzag motion here a couple weeks ago, and it looks like it's coming to exact fruition. I just drew this line down, basically showing how there's been a zigzag stair-step decline on this, basically kind of showing the behind the scenes of what's going on in the market, and it looks like, I wouldn't be surprised if it hits that. So this video is over, and I'll continue and show the rest of these charts.